Good afternoon. As the minister had indicated, the cross-ministry initiative team is definitely a program that is very much still in operation, and the introduction of the new program that he spoke of is just a complement to it. Being the minister that was formerly responsible for this cross-ministry initiative team, I do have a keen interest in how it has been progressing over the past several months since its inception in May of 2006. And what I'm going to just do for a few minutes is just give you an update on that program and just give you some indication as to the success that has come from it. As at the end of last month, there were some 20 active families within this program, representing 26 adults and parents within the program. 32% of the clients are currently involved in either academic, vocational, or personal development training, which is a very important component to CMIT, because the desire is that upon completion, the training that they have received will allow them the opportunity to find improved employment, improving their ability to be much more financially stable, and to manage their family and have a feeling of self-worth. 83% of the clients are currently in stable employment, which is quite commendable. 19% that were previously unemployed are now employed, and 57% of them have maintained their employment, which is important, because without having that stability in the employment field, you will not have that ability to meet your financial obligations, to provide for your family. And there have been 12 families that have been housed through the CMIT residential component since its inception. And as the minister had indicated, there are 10 modular units comprising the areas of Morgan's Point and Beacon Hill. One family has graduated to permanent housing within the BHC. One family has been terminated due to their non-compliance with the rules that exist for CMIT. And as I had indicated some time ago when we had launched this wasn't going to be a free ride. There was work that was required of the family members. There was intervention that afforded the dysfunction of the families to make improvements. So in this case, obviously, you had a situation where a family was not compliant, and hence, having had their opportunities to improve themselves, they were terminated. And with that having happened, we've actually had 2 new families being adopted in the program with that termination and with that graduation. And hence, they now have that opportunity to improve their individual and their family needs. Now, you do appreciate that many of the clients are ones that had found themselves in financial difficulties as it pertained to the payment of rents and the like to Bermuda Housing Corp. So there is also part of the program a requirement that they make some payment and work on a debt repayment plan to settle their situation. And as of date, there are 59% of the clients are making positive strides to improve their financial situation, which is encouraging, because at the end of the day, you wish for them to be financially independent, so that we can see the transition of them having dealt with their outstanding debts and be in the position to move out into an independent living with a rent that is comparable to their income. So I'm most pleased with the progress that this CMIT is doing, and I think that it working closely with the program that Minister Burch has indicated will go a long way to improving the housing challenges that many within our constituencies are facing. Well, what I did indicate that within this program, it goes beyond just having a roof over your head. There are 20 active families, because you may have families that are currently within a Bermuda Housing Corp facility, but are needing of the services that can be availed to them from the Department of Child and Family Services. So whether it's 1 or whether it's 12, it's doing the job to address the concerns of the families and make them much more productive in the community.
Or do you feel disappointed that just a small number of families have opted for this?
No, I think that, and as I said before, if you want to be in it, you got to abide by the rules. And rules are there for a purpose. So if they want to see that improvement in their life, then they need to operate within the constraints that are set by the program. If it requires you to be attending programs and counseling as a family unit, then you should be there. If it requires you to be present with your family for dinner, to sit there and have the appreciation of what a truly family unit is about, then there needs to be some compliance. Because at the end of the day, we want to see the improved family structure, and as we have indicated and said continuously, it's the family unit that we want to see being strengthened.